What is going on, guys? Joe here. Welcome back to my channel and Pro Cycling Manager 2018. Today we are back with the Tour de Suisse. We have 9 stages, the final race in the build up to the Tour de France, of course, and we have some very exciting tough mountain stages at the end of the race as well. So let's take a look at the start list. So although I think most of the GC leaders for the Tour de France are riding the Dauphiné, there are some strong riders here. We have Le Tour leading Agitois Le Mondial, Astana are stage hunting with Fraile and Sanchez really. Bahrain Merida have Dennis and Pozzovivo. Bora led by Peter Sagan. Van Avermaet and Patrick Bevin for CCC. The Koenig Quickstep are led by a very strong Viviani and Mas. Very strong team for them here. Valgren and Kreuziger for Dimension Data. Education First led by Hugh Carthy and Van Mark. Hugh Carthy did so well at the Giro, of course. We have Stefan Kung leading FDJ. Ineos have a very strong team with Geraint Thomas and Egan Bernal. Jumbo-Visma have Danny Van Poppel in the sprints. Simon Spilak will lead Katusha. He does so well at this race. I think he won it in 2017 if I'm not mistaken. Lotto Soudal led by Benoot. Trentin will sprint for Mitchelton Scott. Movistar have Marc Soler as their leader. Really excited to see how he does as a GC leader rather than a domestique as he usually is. We have Brandon McNulty leading Rally Cycling. Sunweb have a nice team with Matthews in the sprints, Kelderman in the GC as well. We have this Swiss Racing Academy team. Team Total led by Lilian Kalmajan. Of course, he'll always be stage hunting in the breakaways. We have Degenkolb and Stuyven for Trek Segafredo. And then rounding out, we have UAE Team Emirates with Christoph, Costa, Henao and Fabio Roux, obviously returning from that injury. And so I've decided to go with Team Sunweb. They have Michael Matthews who will lead them in the sprints. Not a pure sprinter, but he can get over the hills, of which there's quite a few this race. We have Wilco Kelderman. He's a very strong time trialist and a decent mountain rider as well. Excited to see if we can get maybe a podium with him. I think that'll be a really good result in the GC. We have Kra Andersen, who is just an all-round monster, to be honest. Such a good time trialist. He can sprint. He can get over the mountains as well. We'll see what we can do with him. We have Arndt, Nicholas Roche, Mark Hershey and Leonard Kamner rounding out the team as well. And so stage 1 will be a 9.5 kilometre time trial. It's pretty flat, but there are some small hills throughout the time trial, especially towards the end. Rowan Dennis will be the favourite with Kung and Geraint Thomas challenging him. We have Michael Matthews, Kra Andersen and Kelderman on this favourites list. So hopefully we can maybe challenge for a podium. That'd be really good today. So guys, Nicholas Roche gets our Tour de Suisse underway. I won't show you all our riders probably, maybe show you a few of the other favourites crossing the line as well. So Nico Roche coming into the final kilometre, push it up to 99 down this hill. Pretty good time I think for him. He goes third, just 1 second behind Roman Sicard. So guys, Soren Kragh Andersen gets his time trial underway. Just a 0 race day condition, but not too bad at all. Really hoping he can challenge for the stage and at least take the provisional best time. So guys, Soren Kragh Andersen was first at the intermediate time check, up to 99 for him now as we crest this hill. Can he take the provisional best time? Yes he can, 12 seconds clear of Ben Swift. Very nice start to the time trial for us. So Morabito was challenging Kragh Andersen at the first time check and he does take the provisional lead, 6 seconds clear of Kragh Andersen. Great time for him. So the main man, Wilco Kelderman, gets underway. Let's see where he is at the first time check. So now coming over the first time check for Kelderman. He's in very good shape and he goes second, just 1 second down on Morabito. Hopefully we can take that provisional lead. So here we go, Kelderman coming into that final kilometre. Let's push it up this hill, up to 99. Can Kelderman use all his energy very nicely? Will he take the lead? Yes he will, 5 seconds clear of Morabito. Great start to the race for Kelderman. So Rui Costa usually does very well at the Tour de Suisse. Where will he go here? He crosses the line in 4th place. So Quickstep leader Enric Mas coming across the line. He goes 4th now ahead of Rui Costa. So sadly Leonard Kamner not on his best day. He is a decent time trialist but he will cross the line in 31st place. So Mark Hershey still a developing rider. Time trial isn't his strength. Let's see where he crosses the line. He goes 77th provisionally. So Tom Bowley with a decent first time check. Can he challenge Wilco Kelderman? Hoping he doesn't. He goes third, 8 seconds down. Not a bad time for him at all. So guys, into the final kilometre comes Spanish time trialling champion Castrovejo. Think he might beat Kelderman. He was 3 seconds clear at the first time check. and he beats him by 8 seconds. What a time by Jonathan Castrovejo. Alright guys, Nicholas Arndt coming into the final kilometre. Let's up him to 99 over that hill. He was 18th at the first time check. Let's see where he goes here. He goes 14th, not a bad time at all. So Patrick Bevan, the New Zealand champion, he was 2nd at the first time check. Where can he go at the finish line? It's going to be a decent time. He goes 4th. So guys, our final man on the road, Michael Matthews, gets underway. Let's go to the finish line though, because Simon Spilak, this is one of his favourite races. I think he's won this race before. I've already mentioned it. Let's see where he goes at the finish line. He goes 5th. Decent start to the Tour de Suisse for Simon Spilak. So Movistar leader Marc Soler, where will he go at the line? He crosses the line in 8th place. Not bad at all. So our final man on the road, Michael Matthews, coming into the final kilometre and a half, push the pace up that steep section. We'll try and keep it on 85 here, maybe up it slightly now to 90, now 99 for Michael Matthews. Where will he go at the finish line? He was 18th at the first time check, now 12th, decent time for him. So Swiss time trial champion Stefan Kung, he can really challenge for the stage, although he was 5th at the first time check, he will go 6th place, not the best time for him. So here comes Rowan Dennis, the world champion time trialist, of course, in that rainbow jersey. Think he'll take the lead from Castrovejo here. Here he comes. He takes the lead by 4 seconds. Great time by the Aussie. And I think Geraint Thomas is the only man who could potentially beat Dennis. It's just Peter Sagan behind. Where can Geraint Thomas go here? He's going to come downhill. Will he take it from Dennis? And no, he goes 3rd place. I think Rowan Dennis is going to win the stage. So there it is, guys. Rowan Dennis takes the opening time trial for Bahrain Merida. Great time for him. 5 seconds clear of Castrovejo. Geraint Thomas seemingly in good form, 9 seconds down. So a very decent start to the Tour de Suisse for us. Wilco Kelderman straight into 4th place. We are still behind Geraint Thomas though. Kryer Anson was 11th and Michael Matthews was 15th. So yeah, decent stage. Let's take a look at stage 2. So stage 2 is considered a hilly stage. I think some of the pure sprinters will really struggle to get over these climbs. So that will really suit Michael Matthews, of course. Maybe if we can get him to the line, he will be the best sprinter in that group. So yeah, I think that's the plan for today's stage. Let's see what we can do. Alright guys, stage is underway. I think we're just going to keep everyone in the peloton and work for Michael Matthews, try and get him to the finish line in that front group. So the pace was originally very, very high, a lot of attacks trying to get in the breakaway, but we now have Franchini, Carpenter, Battagline, Kiel Reinion and Tom Bowley in this front group. So you can see I've put Hershey and Kamner on the front early, trying to weaken some of those sprinters who are struggling to get over these climbs. Alright guys, we're on this climb for the second time. You can see the pace is really, really high. Arndt, Kamner and Hershey I think are going to struggle to make it over this climb. You can see how steep it is. It gets up to around 20%. Arndt is now pretty much done for the day, but Kelderman, Kryer Anson and Matthews all looking in decent shape still. So guys, we have just entered this climb for the final time. You can see breakaway, Franchini and Carpenter about to be caught. We have Kelderman, Matthews and Kryer Anson in prime position. Hershey is now done for the day. Roche is protecting Kelderman. Let's actually put Kryer Anson on Matthews because we really want Matthews to get over the top. I mean, Kryer Anson, very good sprinter himself. If he gets over the top, maybe he can even challenge for the stage. But yeah, we want to get Matthews over if we can. Alright guys, 1k to go to the top of this climb. You can see it's Valgren, Davenens, Postelberger was setting a pace on the front. Roche is now done. Can he make it over the top? And I mean, Michael Matthews now really struggling. Let's try and conserve his energy down this hill so he can hopefully make it over this very steep next hill. So guys, we do have this sprint coming up. I'm actually going to quickly go for it with Kelderman because I do believe you get some bonus seconds. And I think we got second there. Trentin and Costa sprinted with us. So yeah, let's get Roche protecting him again. Matthews, try and make your way over this climb on maybe 80 or maybe 85. Don't think we're going to have it. Let's use that energy gel on Kryer Anson as well. Even Kelderman, because this is the final real effort of the race now. So here we are, 1.5k to go. We're looking okay with just 1.5k, but when you look at the profile, it's over 10% clearly. And are we getting dropped? Let's go up to 89 momentarily. Try and keep pace with this group with Michael Matthews. I think maybe 80 will do it. Are we going to get over 700 meters? Kelderman in very good shape here. You can see 39 riders still in this group apparently. Maybe we're going to have to up it to 85 here, 87 even. Really important to keep contact as Matteo Trentin, he drops out the back. Peter Sagan now struggling. Let's keep contact with Michael Matthews. This could be really good as we go over the top here. So guys, we're just off that descent. Michael Matthews has now recovered. He's still in the front group. Very important. And even more importantly, Peter Sagan is behind. So is Matteo Trentin. They were two of our biggest rivals for today's stage, I felt. So I'm going to pace at like 70, maybe even 65 on the front with 9k to go. Do not want Peter Sagan able to come back here. And just as I say that, it's Hanau who's attacking on the front. We're going to have to up the pace now. Hugh Carthy trying to close that gap. We need to stay at the front of the race, not let anyone clear. So Michael Matthews is able to sprint for it in the end. Just 6k to go now. It's Hanau who has still had a gap off the front. Alright guys, we're now coming into the final 5k of the race. Sagan has no chance of coming back now. It's now about staying at the front of the race, catching Hanau, making sure no one else goes clear with just 3k to go. We do have a small lead out train. Kelderman will hopefully follow Matthews and stay right in this front group. Spilak now trying to attack apparently, but we come into the final 2k. Let's up it now to 92 with Krauth Andersen. Guys are going for it on this side of the road. Let's try and follow. Now that sprint with Krauth Andersen. 1k to go. Now unleash Michael Matthews versus Patrick Conrad. But Michael Matthews is just strong enough, is he? Oh no. Oh no. It's so close. Oh, we've lost it. Greg Van Avermaet steals it from us at the end. I do not believe it. Van Avermaet steals it from Michael Matthews. Matthews in second. Freile third. Oh no. I thought we had the stage wrapped up. I thought we timed it perfectly. But Greg Van Avermaet steals the stage from Michael Matthews. Heartbreaking stuff. Greg Van Avermaet on top of the podium for CCC. I honestly can't believe we've lost that victory. We were ahead by like a bike length with about 20 metres to go. Van Avermaet steals it from Michael Matthews. Oh my word. Rowan Dennis retains his yellow jersey. Kelderman now onto a podium place in third place. Michael Matthews in fourth as well. We're doing well in the GC. Krauth Andersen in seventh too. And Battagleen takes control of the mountain jersey for Katusha. Greg Van Avermaet now in that lovely looking points jersey for CCC. And Krauth Andersen actually takes over the Best Young Rider jersey, now tied with Emmerich Mas at the front of that competition. And we are in the lead of the team competition. Very nice start for the team. I don't know what to say, guys. I honestly cannot believe we have not won that stage. Greg Van Avermaet stole it from Michael Matthews right at the end. Thought we timed it perfectly. Apparently we went slightly early. And yeah, I don't think anyone really dropped out of the GC favourites. Obviously, Sagan, Trentin, they didn't make it over. Mohoric failed to make it over. But yeah, no GC favourites losing time today, I do not believe. No withdrawals today. So yeah, GC looking how you would expect. Let's take a look at stage 3. So stage 3 is for sure more of a flat stage, 162 kilometres. There are some short hills throughout, but I expect the pure sprinters like Viviani to make it over these hills and compete at the end. We'll see what we can do with Matthews. Hopefully we can avenge that loss by Greg Van Avermaet in the last stage. Let's see what we can do today. So guys, the stage has just got underway. Not going to go in the breakaway or anything. We'll concentrate on getting Michael Matthews to that sprint finish. So guys, we're still coming up to this first mountain sprint. Pace has been incredibly high so far. You can see, I think it's Rally and the Swiss Racing Academy team that are trying to get in the break. And it's causing a lot of guys some trouble. We have Vandenberg, Thompson and Grelier just coming up to that mountain sprint, just 500 metres away. We'll see who takes that in a second. So it seems Thompson easily will take this mountain sprint ahead of Grelier, who is ahead of Vandenberg. There are some more attacks now, Carpenter and Kilian Franchini trying to get in this break. So guys, the breakaway has now settled. They have a 3-minute gap up the road. It's just a 4-man breakaway well up the road as we see here. Let's take a look at who's in it. We have Vandenberg, Stefan Kung joined the breakaway, Grelier and Thompson, the 4 riders who have made it in today's breakaway. Alright guys, the breakaway's lead has now been cut to just 2 minutes. They're going for this final mountain sprint of the day. Will it be Grelier? I think Grelier, Thompson, then Kung, Vandenberg in 4th place. Battagleen will hold on to that pretty comfortably for now though. Alright guys, we still have over 20k to go in the stage. I've got our sprint train all set up. Breakaway still have a minute lead, so maybe they have a slight chance at the stage. As you see, they're not working together too well at the moment though. So the breakaway are going to take this sprint, this intermediate sprint. I was planning on going for that with Kelderman, try and get some more bonus seconds. Looks like Thompson will take the sprint ahead of Kung, Vandenberg, Grelier struggling to cling on, and now Kamna leading the team towards the front of the peloton. Alright guys, we're coming into the final 10k. Breakaway have just 30 seconds now. Burghardt is leading out Kamna. Grelier has been dropped. Vandenberg has been dropped. Thompson and Kung look like the two strongest. Kung trying to break away in his homeland of Switzerland, of course. Kamna reels them in. Only Kung left up the road now. Great ride by Kamna there to help bring them in. Let's use Arndt's energy gel as Kung is now caught with 7k to go. So guys, we're entering the final 5k very soon. I've got Hershey on the front. I've actually put Krah Andersen behind Arndt. Usually Arndt would probably be the lead out man for Matthews, but he's not feeling very good today at all. So maybe we can up this now. Kelderman in a very good position. He's going to stay right towards the front of the peloton, of course. Now Arndt's turn, up to 93, 3.5k to go. Let's go up it now with Arndt to 99 into the final 3 kilometers. Viviani is here. Maybe we can follow him. Let's try and follow Trentin. Now sprint with Krah Andersen. Get Kelderman sprinting. Matthews now coming into the final kilometer. Good lead out by Krah Andersen. Now let's go with Michael Matthews into the final kilometer. Sagan, Trentin, Viviani is some way down for now. It's a very twisty finish. Who's going to take it? It's very close. And it will be Matteo Trentin. Great win for the Mitchelton Scott man. Ahead of Sagan, Michael Matthews in a solid 3rd place. So Matteo Trentin on a very bushy podium. A great win for the Mitchelton Scott man. And Michael Matthews actually moves up to 2nd now in the overall individual time. And Michael Matthews takes this points jersey. It looks really nice if you ask me. So guys, we actually got 3rd, 4th and 5th. Shame we couldn't beat Sagan or Trentin. Great win for Trentin. Viviani was caught out of position in a very technical finish. Yeah, you always seem to sprint too late when it's a technical finish like that. I always forget to check. Don't think anyone lost time today in the GC. Nope, no one of notes. Anyway, Michael Matthews now up to 2nd, making it an Australian 1-2 at the moment. Be interesting to see how Dennis can do in the mountains. Don't think he'll be able to live with some of these guys though. Kelderman still in a very strong place. So guys, we're actually going to leave this episode here and try and do 3 stages in 3 separate videos. I hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a like and a comment down below for me if you did. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you for part 2 of the Tour de Suisse.